What's up, everyone? I'm Cogliano. You're watching the On Live Show. I saw 21 Jump Street over the weekend, and here's my review. So I absolutely love this movie. It was hands down one of the funniest things I've seen in years, and I'm pretty sure this will just be the best comedy of the year. And I cannot say how much I love this movie because it was just incredible. It was consistently funny. I was always laughing, and it's just one of those movies that just works so well, and the concept was just so good that it was always fresh throughout the whole film, and you could always really enjoy, and I was always really enjoying what I was watching. The cast in this movie is very strong. I was really impressed by Channing Tatum. He did a really great job as this kind of different role for him. I've never seen him in anything where he's kind of played a comedic role, and I thought he was incredible in this, and he just was really able to kind of develop this interesting character and really make it his own. And I thought they creatively, the way that the story worked out for him, how he went from being a jock to sort of like a nerd of some sort, was just really interesting to see how he interacted as he returned to high school. Was really cool. And Jonah Hill too was great in this movie. He he's a really great actor, and I thought he did really well in this. And I think the chemistry between him and Tatum was just so spot on, and they just really knew what they were doing, and they knew how to make this movie work really well. And you could definitely tell that they were both having a lot of fun. You could tell that everybody in this movie was just having a lot of fun with the movie. And because everybody was having a lot of fun with this movie, it just made it a lot more entertaining overall. So the beginning of this movie was a little bit rushed, and I would have liked to see a little more of their actual high school experience, and then also their training at the police force. That would have been a little bit nicer to have seen some more of that, but once they actually do get back into high school and they're on duty as undercover agents, there is a lot of great stuff in there, and I thought the whole high school environment seemed very authentic and very believable, and that was really cool to see because normally they'll have this kind of standard issue type of high school, what a high school is supposed to be like for a movie kind of thing, and it all seems the same, and this was really different, and it actually felt really real. The story in this movie is fantastic, and it never dips and makes you lose your interest or anything like that. I was always entertained, and I was always laughing because this is just the way that this movie would joke with itself and kind of make fun of its own concept, and also make fun of the old 80s TV show, which this is based off of, kind of. It's not so much based off the actual show as much as the whole concept of what the show was with Johnny Depp back in the 1980s. But this is a fantastic method of just carrying a story, because it makes you kind of second guess everything that's going to happen, because they were really free with the way that they were editing things, and it gave them a lot of freedom with the jokes that they were using, and that was really great to see, because that can really enhance movies like this, and it definitely did in this case. One specific way it did was like with all the explosions, or lack thereof, as there would be when they're in the car chase, and you think, oh, it's going to explode, and then it doesn't the first time, and then, oh, there's going to be another explosion, and there's no explosion. But then when they hit the chicken truck, it explodes, and that was just so funny. And to see something like that in this kind of movie was just so great, and just having stuff like that really kept it, as I said, it kept the movie really fresh, and made it really enjoyable. And the most surprising thing about this movie was to see Johnny Depp kind of reprise his role and return on screen in this movie, and it was so funny to see him and one of his supporting actor characters from the old A's TV show come back on and just make a little appearance. It was so funny, and I was not expecting it at all, and I was really pleased to see that they actually did come back and were willing to do the little cameos that they did. So I would totally recommend going to see this movie. It is an amazing cast. Ice Cube and Rob Riggle and just everybody else involved was so funny, and the jokes were just so creative, and the way that the movie plays with its own ideas and own concept, and just it was just so, most of the jokes were so original and just were just so fresh, and it really was like a really relieving comedy and to see, and it was just something that I needed to see because it was just like, oh, it's a new taste for like kind of a comedy, and it's not the same old thing, and it was just a really great movie. And I have to say, one of my favorite things was the Korean Jesus thing, and if you go see this movie, you'll know what I mean, because that was so funny, and I actually heard about that before I saw it, but I forgot about it, and then when I saw it again, I was dying. And this movie is just so funny, and I absolutely loved it. It was one of my favorite films of the year so far, and I'm sure it's one of my favorite comedies of that I've seen in my whole life. And I would totally recommend going to check it out. I'm probably going to go see it again sometime because I just had such a great time. And yeah, that's all I have to say about it. So that's it for today's episode. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of these videos every week, you can hit the subscribe button right up there. So for today's question of the day, I want to know, what's one of your favorite buddy cop movies? Leave your comments right down below, or you can leave a video response. I'll see you guys next time, and that's it.